What is the story coming out of the Super Bowl that intrigues you the most? What do you got for me?
Well, I think it's the out of the blue combo platter of maybe Sean McVay hitting the road, maybe Aaron Donald calling it quits, and the possibility that both men are, and I fully support them if this is the case, trying to get Stan Kroenke, as I said yesterday on PFTPM, to pull out the big George Costanza wallet and start peeling off bills. He doesn't have coupons in there for a free Save the Tiger poster at an Exxon in Florida. He's got cash, and we saw the cash on display. I saw his boat. It was down in the arena from where we were staying. It's a big-ass boat. So it's time to start paying these guys. And if I'm Sean McVay, see what ESPN wants to do, see what anybody else wants to do, make me an offer. And there's nothing wrong with him taking that offer to Stan Kroenke and saying, look, they're offering me this, you're paying me that, you want me to stay, you want me to keep working at this capacity, then you got to do something about it. And I think from Aaron Donald's perspective, he's due to make $18 million and change each of the next 3 years. If they want him to not retire, they need to take care of him, and there's nothing wrong with that. These guys turn their lives over to the pursuit of the mountain they climbed on Sunday. They give up so much of themselves, and it generates a ton of money for Kroenke and for the organization, and it's only fair for them to expect their fair share.
Well, there's no cap on what you can pay McVay. What's the deal with Donald's contract? Is that stuff not guaranteed? Those dollars, or what can they do on that front that can make Aaron Donald say, you know what, maybe playing to 35 is a better idea? He's
past the guaranteed portion of the deal. The question is just raw dollars. $18 million a year and change when the top of the market's $27.5 million. I think Joey Bosa's still got the high end. And this guy's a transcendent player, and by the time this contract's up, he's going to be in a spot where, he's going to inevitably start to decline, especially when you consider the pounding he's taken. And maybe this is I don't want to say Jim Brown, because Jim Brown stepped away to go to Hollywood, but I remember when Robert Smith retired after the 2000 season, it was just like, hey, I want to walk away while I can still walk. And you look at the pounding that Aaron Donald takes constantly with 2 and 3 guys trying to keep him from wreaking havoc. At a certain point, it's got to take a toll. And the other thing, too, hey, he's a Pittsburgh guy. And you're in L.A. 5 months out of the year when you're a Pittsburgh guy. And I flew from Pittsburgh to L.A. and 9 days later from L.A. to Pittsburgh. And it's like getting on a rocket ship, not an airplane. That's how different the two places are. And, I'm not saying he wants to be traded, but it's just one of the factors. You got to ask yourself, do I want to continue to be gone from where I would prefer to live 5 months out of the year?
Okay, and so what are you hearing about McVay? Is it is it ESPN? Is it Amazon? Could it be Fox if Amazon takes Troy Aikman? I mean, there's a ton of chatter on that front. What do you think? What are you hearing about
Andrew
McVay?
Marchand of the New York Post reported in the days before the Super Bowl that ESPN would be interested if McVay leaves. And I think the problem with that is ESPN's got to make him interested to leave. He's not going to do the Sean Payton and walk away and then say, I'm here for anybody who's hiring. He's not going to walk away unless he's got the two in the bush ready to go. He's not going to quit his job without knowing that someone's going to pay whatever it is. And I think part of it, too, is convincing the network that he's in it for more than a year or two. I think one of the misgivings teams or networks will have about Sean Payton is, we don't want a guy that's going to do it for a year and then go coach the Cowboys. We want somebody who's doing it for the long haul. And McVay, he could do it for 10 or 15 years and still come back and coach and pursue a second Super Bowl with a different team 15 years from now when he's only 51. It's amazing to think that he could spend that much time in TV and swing back around later, almost like what Dick Vermeil did during, he had that long break where we never thought he was going to come back, and he came back and coached the Rams and then won a Super Bowl and walked away just like McVay may do. But it's in the court now of whoever is willing to do it. ESPN, Amazon, Fox, we know the money's out there. And it's significant, and it keeps getting more and more significant. And, if it's a leverage play by McVay, good for him. Somebody's got to squeeze the oligarchs to pay more money. The coaches, when you look at how player payroll has gone up over the past 50 years, they've managed to keep the coaches from making what they should get. And any coach that has the kind of leverage that McVay has should use it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.